Aloha everyone, welcome to Lyon Arboretum's Facebook feed. Today we have one of our interns with us, and he's actually a Kupu intern, which we have many different partners in our community, and his name is Paul Santiago, and he's going to be chatting with us today a little bit about his time here at Lyon Arboretum and working with Kupu, and a little bit about how he got into working in conservation and botanical sciences and what he's been doing this summer. So, hi Paul, thanks for joining us.
Hey, nice to be here.
Oh, and I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Hadley Anderson. I'm the education specialist here at Lyon Arboretum. So, first things first, Paul, what made you interested in plants?
Plants, right. So, I guess growing up, I was born and grew up in the Philippines. And my grandma, she pretty much raised me. And one thing that she loved was working in the garden. And so growing up in the Philippines, I loved spending time in the garden, just helping out my grandma, and I guess that's where it kind of all started for me. Mm-hmm. And plants weren't that big of a deal for me once I moved here in Hawaii, but later on, especially in high school and then going into college, I fell back in love with it. And yeah, and I guess I have to thank my grandma for that.
Do you have like one instance where you're just like, oh yeah, no, I really want to work with plants in high school or in college?
Maybe in high school mainly.
Mm-hmm.
I did join some clubs that, like some community service clubs especially.
Oh.
And just hanging out in the outdoors is like a special thing for me. And and I told myself, well, maybe I can spend more time out here in the future, maybe even working with plants.
Okay, fantastic. Yeah. So tell us a little bit about how you found your place here at Lyon for this summer.
So for Kupu's program, I'm actually in the Conservation Leadership Development Program.
Oh, wow.
It was actually a 10-month program, which started back in August of last year. But this year, this is actually my second year with the program. Last year, I was with the Division of State Parks at Diamond Head, and I found my place here this year at Lyon. And I guess how I found my place here in Lyon, I had some friends who interned here before, and they recommended it since they knew that I love plants, especially working with native plants, and I couldn't find a better place for my interests.
Oh, that's that's fantastic. So I know that you've been working mostly with our seed lab, right?
Right.
So what are some of the job responsibilities you've had with the seed lab?
Right. So the seed lab is a seed lab and a seed bank. So we get seeds and fruits that are collected from our various partnering agencies. So they bring in these plants, fruits and seeds, and we process them, study them and test their viability, see how well they store, and eventually we, when they grow up into little seedlings, baby plants, we give them back and we can use it for restoration purposes.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
The RC Lab is really, really important here at Lyon Arboretum. It's part of the Hawaiian Rare Plant Program, which also is our micropropagation lab as well. And so what are some of the things you're going to take away from this? Because you're wrapping up your internship right now.
Last week.
We're so sad to see you go. So what are some of the things you're going to take away from this experience?
So this internship was very special to me. It was really interesting because not only did I get an opportunity to work in our seed lab, actually during the week I actually got the chance to also work at the micropropagation lab.
Oh, great.
And also on the weekends, I worked at the Hawaiian Rare Plant Nursery. And that's also part of one of the facilities within the HRPP. And just getting a chance to see that whole full circle, seeing how something coming as seeds and little plantlets coming to the seed lab and then making its like full circle journey through the program was very fascinating. And getting the chance to take part in that was mind-blowing.
All the way from tiny seeds or micropropagation, all the way to getting planted, right?
Exactly.
Like being viable in the environment. That's phenomenal. Oh my gosh. Okay. Can I ask you where you're headed after this?
Right.
Or,
So after my internship here, I do have another lab that I've been working with on campus at UH Manoa. I've been working for Dr. Noah Lincoln. He works with indigenous plants, mainly crop plants. So I hope to be transitioning to more of a full-time position there as a lab technician.
Oh, fantastic. Lots of experience here being in the seed lab.
Of course, yeah.
Awesome. Well, any advice for, since you just graduated, any advice for up and coming young people who are entering into college or anything like that and are still struggling maybe to find their vocation? Do you have any advice about that?
Definitely. One thing that helped me out, especially coming out of just graduating a couple years ago, was to take advantage of the volunteering opportunities around or across the islands, because that's how I found my place in Diamond State Park. I was just volunteering there, not expecting anything out of it. And eventually, one of the managers saw that I was really interested in the plants and that I had some free time now that I was graduated. So they actually offered me the internship position there.
Oh,
and
fantastic.
just things that you don't expect, and it all just rooted from you just giving up some of your time and interest, for sure. So go out there and volunteer. That's probably like my thing I can give away.
Well, we love that because we still are having our volunteers and things like that too. So thank you guys, thank you, Paul, so much for taking the time out of your schedule to talk with us about your experience here at Lyon. And if anybody has any questions, please feel free to comment in the comments below. If you're interested on how to maybe see what Kupu has to offer, it is kupuhawaii.org. And of course, you can visit our webpage as well. It is hawaii.edu/manoa/ Nope, I got it wrong. Okay. Just search Lyon Arboretum. It'll take you to our website. And for any other opportunities that we may have to be able to offer. And with that, thank you again, Paul, and a hui ho. We'll see you next time.